big up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie Stove, back here on Sofia's Football Talk as we're finally back with the Champions League. The champions, the Champions League, the champions. Do, 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 do. Sorry if I you know, ruined your ears or anything like that, but that song is such a banger, such an anthem. Of course, very unfortunate that Man United is not there anymore. We ain't going. It's not about us today, obviously, when it comes to this review reaction as we're doing. Just a quick little talking about, you know, the two games that was played today. We had, of course, FC Copenhagen versus Man City, where Man City won 3-1 at the end. And we'll talk about RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid, where we got, as it was mentioned here by Mustafa, what a finish by Brahim Diaz. The only goal, we'll talk about that. And of course, the but supposedly disallowed offside goal should it have been disallowed? If so, why? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Before we do, let's make sure that you, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Also, subscribe. We're on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen. Feel free as well to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. Yes. Let me say big up first to the people. Big up to Ravi. Yes, like and subscribe. Big up to Mustafa. Big up to Alumba, one of our members. Yes. Big up indeed. Smash the like. So, let's talk. You know what? Maybe we'll start off with the Man City game. I ain't gonna lie. The game that was showcasing here on TV in Norway was the RB Leipzig Real Madrid game. So I was mostly more so in tuned with that game. I felt like that game was a bit more exciting for me as well. But I still, of course, on the iPad, I was watching the Copenhagen game versus Man City, of course. In the 10th minute, we got 1-0 by Man City. De Bruyne goal, Foden assist. I mean, that link up, are we really shy? Are we not familiar with that yet? We're very familiar. Let's be honest. I mean, Foden has been in incredible form, had an incredible season. De Bruyne obviously came back from injury not that long ago, and he just picked up from last season. It's like the way he's playing and the way he's moving, the way he's bringing in the numbers as well, whether it be him scoring himself or assisting, it is like he's never left. That's how mad that is. You wouldn't assume that this is a guy that hasn't been here for a while, that's been out with injury. The way my God De Bruyne plays, it looks like he been playing for this entirety of the season the way he is actually playing. It's a madness. It's a Mazzolini. It literally is. It's insane. But either way, 34th minute, Copenhagen makes it 1-1. A little bit of excitement. We have Matson with that goal from a very dumb mistake by Ederson. And Ederson does have sometimes some of these goalkeepers do have that bozo moment, that bozo gene. And Ederson is definitely not, what should I say? What's the word that I'm looking for? He definitely has those moments himself. Let's just be very honest about that. Passing the ball directly to I believe he might have been to one of the Copenhagen forwards, and then they give him the ball, and then as you know it was 1-1. But not long after that, in the 45th minute before halftime, 2 minutes before halftime, may I add, we had Bernardo Silva making it freaking 2-1. De Bruyne assist. De Bruyne assist. Lord have mercy. 92nd minute, the dagger. Now obviously this first fixture was now played at Copenhagen's ground. It makes it very clear. I ain't gonna lie, definitely. I'm realizing this is actually exactly what I predicted. 3-1. I got that right. I was not thinking this was going to be like, oh, they're going to slap up Copenhagen. I was thinking Copenhagen there were moments where Copenhagen were at it. I'm not going to sit there and say that City obliterated them or they completely smashed them. No, 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 no. On paper, you would assume that that's exactly what they were going to do, but no, 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 no. Maybe in a lot of ways they weren't really completely out of second gear, but either way, most important thing for City and for City fans is the fact that they did get the job done. So when it gets to going back to the Etihad in about 3 weeks from now, because that's when the second leg of round of 16 will be played for the games that's been played today, and actually the games for tomorrow as well. Obviously, they can do more rotation. You had a Grealish who had to get subbed out very early on in first half due to Gideon Knox. You had Doku coming in. So it's opportunities where you can be able to sub some players off, especially if let's say they end up, because with City, they are unbeaten at the Etihad, especially I think if in around Europe and in Champions League, like whenever they play at the Etihad, they don't lose. They don't lose. So, hey, I think Copenhagen, you had a good run, but I think it's done. It's legit done. 92nd minute, we got Man City with the third goal. Phil Foden, he has like this new celebration, like kind of like a shotgun, sits down, boom. It's interesting celebration. Hey, he's doing his thing. De Bruyne assist, I believe, for this one as well. So De Bruyne now has a goal and 2 assists. This guy, God, it annoys me how good he is. This guy, how old is he? 32 now? He'll be 33. He moves like he can still be. The thing is, there's injuries, of course, but like if he can maintain that, he could definitely go for a long time. How old is he now? De Bruyne is 32, will be 33. I could definitely go for at least 2 more years. At least. Whether it'll be I think he'd definitely do another season for Man City. I would not be shocked by that. Maybe he goes back to German football potentially, or maybe he'll try like La Liga. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see what will be next after Man City, whether he'll just retire, which I don't think will be the case. But yeah, the Man City, it's not really that much to talk about in this particular game. It was, routine win. They got it over the line at the end of the day, and that's that. Toloma says, with Man City, was there any doubt? No, not at all. This is exactly what I predicted. I said 3-1, and that's that. So, yeah, I'm not shocked. Big up Rajat, big up. Big up Zane says, look at Xavi and Iniesta, Modric, the best players can play till mid to late 30. Of course, 100%. I mean, you don't even need to bring those two, or those three, I should say. Big up to those three, but like as you mentioned Modric, Toni Kroos, still at it. He was playing. I'm pretty sure he was playing the entire game. Toni Kroos, how old is Toni Kroos now? He has to be like 30. Oh yeah, 34. His birthday was last month actually, so he's 34. 100%. They can go on for a long time. If you're able to take care of yourself, then why would you not be able to play still at the highest level, especially if you're good enough? You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the Real Madrid game because, hey, I feel like with the Man City game, it's not really much to mention there. I think the games tomorrow will be a bit more exciting. But to be honest, next week are the ones that's going to be way better. That's when you have like Inter versus Atletico Madrid, then Napoli versus Barcelona. Those are on paper the much, much more exciting games for sure, and probably would be. I wouldn't be shocked if those games, or I should say, if I correct myself, I'm predicting those to be very exciting, intense games for sure. Real Madrid really missed their defenders on injury today. Yep. Yeah, Real Madrid do have a lot of injuries. I mean, Jude Bellingham will be out, I believe, for a few games. Not that many, but he'll be out due to a knock that he sustained. I think he might have had. Was it a sprained ankle or something like that? Am I mistaken, or am I maybe mistaking him for somebody else? I could have swore there's definitely a knock. He's definitely injured, but I can't remember whether if he sprained his ankle or whether it was a calf injury. Might be a sprained ankle or a foot, something in that order. Regardless, he was out. Of course, they've also had other, Tony Rudiger out, and David Alaba out for a long time. So they've only had like one really resignated center back, to be honest, in Nacho. So they were missing quite a lot of players as well. And Jude Bellingham, who's been on fire, definitely, of course, was a big miss. I would say in the first half, RB Leipzig was way better. They had a lot of chances. Lucky for Real Madrid that they had a very solid goalkeeper in Lunin at the back to keep those, to literally keep RB Leipzig from scoring. But we do need to address this though. There was a little bit of a weird situation because seriously, okay, within the first few minutes of that game, we had an offside goal for RB Leipzig by Benjamin Šeško. I was thinking, okay, so technically Lunin, it was a shot by one of the RB Leipzig players, right? And then Lunin boxed it out. And then there was somebody bringing in a cross to Benjamin Šeško heading it in, goal. But because I think it might be, I can't remember who it was. What's his name again? I have it in my head. I can't completely figure out what his name was. But one of the forwards might be the right backs or the midfielder for RB Leipzig technically kind of pushed. He was behind Lunin, the goalkeeper, and he pushed him. So in a way, you're kind of interfering, and it, with the play. So in that sense, you're offside because you're interfering with the play, with where you are in on the pitch. But I still was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if that was given. I was a bit more confused to why it wasn't given. But either way, it wasn't really like any uproar or anything like that from the RB Leipzig camp in any way, shape, or form. I might have assumed that this was going to be a game that had a bit more goals. You have Xavi Simons, you have Dani Olmo, of course, as well. And of course Šeško as well. Maybe not been the best of seasons for him so far. Not that I've seen much of Leipzig this season, but you see some highlights, you hear stuff, and compared to last season and maybe even the season before that, but not necessarily like the most, like I said, exciting, interesting season for him. But hey, still very young, he'll get there. But that was basically the first half where Leipzig continued to go at it. They were at it. But in second half, which was way more of Real Madrid, a lot better. Because they were very poor in first half. I'm not going to lie. Real Madrid was very lucky that it was not 2-0 or something in an order from RB Leipzig. Because they had opportunities. They 100% had lots of opportunities, to be very clear. But in the second half, in the 48th minute, as some of you guys have mentioned, Real Madrid made it 1-0 by Brahim Diaz What a wonderful goal. I mean, the former Man City Academy player, damn, I believe he's half Moroccan and Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. Big up to him though. That was he did it all by himself. He was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna do it by myself. Shimmy shimmy across a few players and then bring just a rocket right outside of the box. And bam, he just kind of had like a little bit of that curl. Very nice, may I add. It was a good goal. But no other goals after that, of course, at all, unfortunately. But there were chances from both teams. And once again, I almost want to say Lunin for sure, that goalkeeper, but from Real Madrid, definitely could be a man of the match, or I would say a contender. I think he had a very good game. Vinny Jr., some of you guys are mentioning as well. Vinny Jr. is, when it comes to like wingers right now, in the not just wingers, when it comes to just an overall player in the world, he's so good, man. He is world class and beyond. I think this, how old is Vinny now? He has to be like 24, right? Vinny Jr. Or he might be younger actually. He's 23, he'll be 24, so around like the same age as, yeah, basically the same age as Holland and whatnot, and Foden even. Incredible talent. Vinny Jr. makes me excited to watch football. Whenever he gets the ball at his feet, you're just like, you know what? Let me just sit back and enjoy. Because the way he was serving up some great passes here, Rodrigo had a couple of chances. Rodrigo didn't have the best of games. There was a couple of chances where he skied it to nobody. He wanted to come here to Norway all the way from Germany, literally. My lord. But hey, I think it's important also shoot many. And y'all know, I think I've definitely raved. I wanted Camavinga before he went to Real Madrid. I was like, I want him. And he's been so wonderful at Real Madrid. Incredible in the World Cup. I mean, he, alongside, freaking Mbappe, Koeman as well, were the ones, like once Kingsley Koeman, I'm pretty sure it's Kingsley Koeman, and Camavinga came into that, they got subbed in, came in the World Cup final against Argentina, the game changed. Then France was still in it. And I just think Camavinga is this is a player that can play left back, play in the midfield. He's so good. So good. I love these type of players. Oh my God. You don't get the numbers and the goals and the assists necessarily, but it's the stuff that he does outside of that I really enjoy when it comes to Eduardo Camavinga. Wow. This kid, the future. That's all I'm going to say. What are y'all saying? Big up to N Sport TV. Hope you're doing well. Vinny Jr. usually cooks at this stage. I thought it was good. I ain't gonna lie. Let's be honest. I thought he looked very good. If like what can he do when he puts stuff on a paper, like literally on a platter for them, but they don't want to score? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? The thing is though, the second leg will be at Santiago Bernabeu. I think they'll get the job done. But 1-0 though, I was expecting more goals though. I was expecting more goals. But like I said, Real Madrid was looking way too poor in the first half. It's Abraham got injured 84 minute and had to leave. Damn. That kid though, he's on fire as well lately. I ain't gonna lie. He's on fire as well lately. Hopefully he won't be down for a while. Maybe if they play Madrid, they won't win it. Don't think Rodrigo and Vini Jr. was that convincing. I don't think Rodrigo was convincing, but I thought Vini Jr. looked very good. Will Man United get Sporting? Is that the mid? I have no idea. Prime robbery. How's Valverde doing at Real Madrid? I mean, Valverde is Valverde-ing, if that's even a word. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking more at other players than Valverde. To be honest, I did feel like he was looking a little bit quiet. Carvajal. Don't feel like a lot of people always talk about him the way he's very good with ball recovery, by the way. Don't. So I'm gonna say, here you got 5 goals for 5. That is crazy, Sofia. Rajat, he has like 12 goal contributions, 12 GA. And we still have 3 months left of this year, 3 months left of the season. Come on. Schloss says, Leipzig was extremely robbed in the first half. The ref was a disgrace. Someone should check his bank account. I will say, I did think it was a bit sus. It was a bit sus. So that is something that there's been other games from Real Madrid recently that's been like some very controversial, very weird stuff going on when it comes to the refereeing situation. So, that's, hey, I hear you. It's all I'm going to say, friend. I hear you. But Lunin, it's important to mention him. Yeah, I was saying if City will win it, if they get to the final. You know what? I'm not gonna discount Real Madrid. Also, I'm not gonna discount Inter, I think Inter is gonna do something. Hey. Well, Valverde, of course, is still quality 100%. 100% he's still quality. Like I said, these games, to be honest though, both of these games weren't really as exciting. They weren't. I think tomorrow will probably be better, but I remember this from last year. Last year's round of 16 in the Champions League was hella boring, but there was actually some throughout a lot of exciting games on paper, but it ended up being not so exciting after all. I think, if I'm not mistaken, PSG might have gotten knocked out in a round of 16, or was it quarterfinal? I feel like it was round of 16. I could be wrong. Dallo and Onana is improving as they keep playing. I mean, Dallo definitely. Onana had a good game. Hopefully, he'll continue. Porto can do something, maybe. Yeah, they will be playing next week. But I'm not gonna discredit some of these other teams for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I think it's a bit naive if we're just gonna keep saying like, oh, Man City, Man City, Man City. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a couple of other teams that, in my mind, I think will also show up. Thoughts on the way Real linked up in the games? I mean, they had, like I said, first half very poor, second half a lot better with linking up the play. I mean, Brahim Diaz, I think he got the man. Let me see here. It was, what the hell? Oh my God, I just quickly checked Twitter because I was going to check a Romano tweet, and then I saw like a picture of Anthony with an Arsenal shirt. Oh my God. This kit is lovely, by the way, the kit, but Arsenal shirt, y'all can see him. We will get the beat, but not by a huge margin. That's a positive. Beat. Brahim Diaz got the Man of the Match award, so big up to him. I think it's well deserved. He's, starting to get, I think, wasn't looking too good in the first half, but showed up a lot more in second half. So good for him. Hopefully he'll be okay with the knock and whatnot. Next game's tomorrow, which I of course will be doing a reaction for. I know this one is a shorter one. To be honest, I don't want these, like, especially if I do the solo streams, to be the most longest. I think when we get to probably the second leg, because the second leg of this week's fixture will be played early March. So we'll obviously then see Real Madrid at, Santiago Bernabeu against Leipzig. And then you'll see, Man City versus Copenhagen. Even though, let's be honest, that Man City, they're through. You never know if Leipzig could do something against Real Madrid. I doubt it. If it was, let's say, at Real Madrid's ground and they were playing today and they won 1-0, but they had to go to Leipzig ground, then I'll be like, you know what, Leipzig could do something, but I don't think they will, to be honest. I probably don't think they will. The games tomorrow, though, however, I think looks a lot better. So we got PSG versus Real Sociedad, and I think that's going to be I think that potentially that can be a tasty one. They're going to show that on TV here where I live, so I think that can be a good one. I'm not going to lie about that. And then we have I believe Lazio versus Bayern, which I also think can be interesting. I think Bayern, they got to show something. They got to do something. Obviously, they're going to be away from home, but they have to show up and do something against Lazio. They have to. After getting beat, slapped up by Bayern Leverkusen, you got to show up. You got to show up because the only opportunity that Bayern Munich have of silverware this season, it is either winning the Bundesliga or winning the Champions League. Those are the only things they've out of the cup competition, the domestic cup competitions. So the only opportunities are the European cup competition. So whether they win it or also technically the league, I should say. So also the only opportunities. Imagine getting Harry Kane. You go to a Bayern Munich, you think, yeah, you're definitely winning a trophy. And you don't win a trophy, that would be madness. Madness if you do not do that. No, 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 no. Then I would just be like, you know what? Somebody, 100%, I would be like, somebody has put a judge on me. 100%. Because there's other players that has left Spurs and still been able to win silverware and even been on loan from Spurs. You have Brian Hill went on loan to Sevilla, won the Europa League. You had Eric Lamela for the same team at Sevilla. Obviously, at that time he had already left Spurs, but he's won Europa League. You've had Ndombele won Serie A with Napoli last season. So, and also of course Eriksen as well won the Scudetto Serie A with Inter 3 seasons ago, I believe. So, if Harry Kane, it's not. I think for a long time you can say like, oh, it's been a Spurs thing. Nah, at this point it has to be like maybe I have the judge. Maybe I'm the issue. Maybe somebody put some type of judge on me. Maybe I need to wear a evil eye pendant, necklace, charm, anything like that, because I need to protect myself. Maybe I need a little bit of like, some type of ambience because this ain't cute. If I was Harry Kane, I'll be like, you 100%, somebody did something to me. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. And if Bayern does not win, it'll mean that this will be the first season where Kingsley Coman goes trophyless, which is insane. Madness. Big up, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Yes, indeed. Like. Thank you. We're gonna end it here, people. Just a short match review, Champions League review. The Champions League is back, even though Man United ain't here. We probably won't hear it until next year, because let's be honest, this season I personally don't think we're gonna get Champions League. I would love to. I hope we can, because I ain't gonna lie, hearing that anthem, regardless of how you do, it's still lovely to hear that damn song, man, and be in the competition. You feel like you're missing out. It sucks not being there. We were there, but we fucked it up. Sorry for my language. We effed it up at the end. And that is very sad. But regardless, I'll be back tomorrow to, of course, like I said, do another round of Champions League review where we talk about PSG versus Real Sociedad and Lazio versus Bayern Munich. So make sure that y'all there. Do also subscribe to the channel, because then you'll find out when I'm live next. The upcoming streams are already ready for this week. I posted it on the community tab earlier today. So Click on that, then you'll see the schedule. I mean, of course, there can always be changes. You never know. But either way, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely time. Like before you leave. And if you're watching this on a replay, like as well, because it does help the channel to grow. Feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And if you're watching this on a replay, comment your thoughts below. See y'all tomorrow. Peace out.